Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.
In a world where everyone says hello,
they dare to say,
g'day.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, g'day!
Yeah, g'day. Yes. Good day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. Yeah. Good day.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, g'day!
G'day. Hey. Yeah. G'day. Yeah. G'day, Tim.
G'day, Leon.
Yeah. G'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Welcome to Yeah G'day, the complete guide to Australia with your hosts, Tim and Leon.
Yeah, finally, together at last.
The duo they need.
That's what everyone's been waiting for, is just an episode with the two of us in it.
The perfect pairing to any kind of meal is the Tim and Leon experience.
We go well with spaghetti, I believe.
Tinned, please.
Yeah,
SPC.
definitely, obviously.
I didn't tell you this, but during the week, we became NPCs in the Kids on Bike podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a competition on Twitter where you had to tweet a backstory for one of their characters, and I did so. And because of my excellent creative writing skills, we won.
Right, yeah, right. Yeah.
Can't remember what I wrote. It was a while ago.
Right.
About like a secretary at a school being a secret agent in the war or something. Anyway.
So we're going to be...
So we are.
Where
I
is
listened
it?
to the episode. I think it was episode 4 we featured in. Now, the roles we have are both definitely equal in importance.
I'm sure they are, yeah.
I am playing... Well, I am the former. I'm not doing it. I am Leon G'day, the town historian, described as Buff Santa.
Okay.
So a very integral character right now, and will feature heavily. You're also in it.
Okay. Mentioned in passing.
Well, not even in passing. You are. Look, you're my cat. Is the thing.
Good.
So I have a cat named Tim.
Yeah.
Who is a ginger cat, obviously.
Yeah. Little racist, but yeah.
Described as a beautiful tabby.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I'll take it.
Well, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Beautiful eyes, I think that was said, all this kind of stuff
Oh,
about
that's
you.
pleasant.
You do have a kind of constant desire to sit on my lap.
Oh.
So it's pretty common.
Why did they write that in?
Well, because we did, they obviously know how we live out. Like, we sit on each other's laps to record the podcast.
Yeah, that's
Today it's my turn to sit on Tim's lap,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
true.
different. But anyway, so that's a little, if you're interested in hearing Tim and I as characters. Here's the thing, though, is that I might be the human form, but you bet your bottom dollar that people give way more of a shit about Tim the cat than they do about Leon the historian.
Oh, no doubt about it. No, and I'm sure Tim the cat will end up being the secret savior of the day anyway.
Yeah, Tim the cat is the horror of the podcast. But that's been happening, and we also got some stickers.
Yes, we did.
Which I'll talk about later on, but they're in our hot little hands right now. Well, not now. My hands
Yeah,
are
I had them before, like 5 minutes ago.
There's nothing in my hands. All my stuff is gone. Everything's out of the house.
Yep.
Tim, episode 65.
Yeah.
What do we do every 5 episodes?
We talk about bush rangers.
We do, Tim. Thanks for listening. It took you 65 episodes, but we got there.
We do something. Yeah.
Who are we talking about today? Because I have not done anything to prep for this.
Oh, yeah. No. Don't worry about it, mate. I've got it. We're talking about John Donohoe, also known as Bold Jack.
Oh, he's a Bold Jack.
He's a Bold Jack. Not italic.
Not subtle.
No.
Italic. I get what you did there.
Yeah. Not underlined. Although he could be bold and underlined. Sometimes you need to bold and underline things to get it through to people.
Bold Jack.
Bold Jack. He earned his name, as you will see, because he had a certain, I guess it would be kind of a boldness about him.
Oh, yeah. I see how that would work.
It's not a metaphorical nickname. It is a literal nickname. He was a bold gentleman.
Oh.
So I'll tell you a bit about him.
Tell me about him, because I know literally zero about him.
He was pretty... Up front, the very first crime that he's committed of, which gets him to Australia, I don't really know if it's an actual crime. I don't know what's going on here. I don't have enough information to judge him. But then pretty quickly after that, he just continues to commit crimes. So John, Jack Donohoe, was born in 1806, they believe. It was a different time. People didn't have specific
What's a number?
years that they were born in. They were kind of just born in a particular period, perhaps, maybe.
You were born between 1500 and 1700. We can't tell.
You'd have like a third or maybe a sixth birthday. You're somewhere in there. We're not sure.
You've got to cut their innards to see how many rings they've created.
Yeah, exactly. He was born in Dublin, and there he was convicted on the 3rd of April, 1823, and this is the intent to commit a felony. This was a different time when the police could literally just charge people with pretty much nothing, because intent to commit a felony, it doesn't tell us what the felony he was intending to commit was, or whether there was anything at all, but basically he got sentenced to transportation for life, which is how he wound up in Australia.
For thinking about wanting to do something.
Yeah, for potentially going to maybe commit a crime, possibly.
Jesus, I'd be in jail so many times at this point.
So he was sentenced to transportation. He got to Sydney Cove on the 2nd of January, 1825, in a ship called the Anne and Amelia.
Oh, Anne and Amelia.
Anne and Amelia.
Both of them.
Yeah.
One ship.
Two girls.
Cups.
Not that many cups, yeah. He was assigned to a gentleman by the name John Pagan in Parramatta, and then after a short period in like a road gang, he went to, I think this is the guy's name, Major West. Yeah, it is. Major West. Mm-hmm. But this might be like last week where we were talking about someone. Remember that? Where we were talking about Major someone?
Yeah.
And it turned out that was not his actual name.
Yeah.
I've just got Major West. But he was a Parramatta surgeon. So I think his first name actually was Major.
Was surgeon, Major. You can be a major and a surgeon, can't you? Like if you're a surgeon in the forces, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know
war
about
at this point. I don't think there was a war at this point, though.
Yeah, but there's an army if there's no war.
Yeah. I don't know. At the end of the day, he owned an estate in Quaker Seal, and this is where old mate John went.
Yeah, no, good for him. Good for Major.
On 14th of December, 1827, so he'd been in Australia, coming up on 3 years with two blokes, Kilroy and Smith were their last names. Mm-hmm. He robbed a number of bullock drays. I'm assuming that's like a bull. What's a dray? I don't know what a dray is.
You say
bullock drays.
Oh, bullock drays. Is that female bullocks?
I don't know.
Is a bullock a man?
A bullock is like a male.
Is this what Dr. Dre's real life is? Is his first name Bullock?
I'm just looking it up. Bullock dray, heavy two-wheeled dray. Oh, so it's like a cart. Yeah, pulled by bullocks.
Sometimes I wish that this was a visual medium because Tim's hand movements for cart just then. What? But they weren't. It was just, he drew basically a square, like
this is
a horizontal square with his arm.
And this is me pulling on it. So he was doing some bit of highway robbery by the looks of it.
Weren't we all?
He
was intending to do some highway robbery.
Yeah. Well, no. This one he actually did. Sydney Windsor Road, which I think is a road that still exists. I don't think
Windsor
it has bullock drays on it.
Oh, the traffic on that, mate.
No, don't take bloody old Windsor Road, mate. No. Take up. Yeah. They were tried on 2 counts in the Supreme Court in February 1828 before Judge John Stephen. That's his real name.
You mean
found
the guy
guilty.
That took over for the guy from Excess. You mean that guy, John Stevens?
Yeah. Yeah, he was a judge at the time.
That's pretty impressive. And then he still was around for Superstar and everything.
Yeah.
No, good on him.
No.
Sorry.
He's a talented fella. They were found guilty and sentenced to death.
Look.
One could say bit of an extreme reaction. Sentenced to death. Anyway, Kilroy and Smith were both hanged, but Donohoe escaped between going from the court to the jail in Sussex Street. He just like up and disappeared.
Just legged it.
Yeah, he just got the fuck out.
They were like, no one's ever tried to run before. What the fuck? And
that's how he got his name, Bold Jack. He was literally like, no, I'm not going to do this, and left.
Well, how dare you?
Boldness was a very different concept back then. And then for about two and a half years, he basically became one of the most celebrated bushrangers in Australia. He was leader of like a gang, and I believe they called the gang the strippers.
Interesting.
Named after their technique for taking everything from wealthy settlers. So I think they maintained like the goings on in terms of like
Steal from the rich
on the bullock drays.
Yeah.
Which I definitely know what that is.
Fast and Furious with bullock drays.
Yeah, actually, sorry, the strippers was him and Kilroy and Smith.
Oh,
sorry,
right.
that's what they called. The new one is called the Wild Colonial Boys.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, I got those mixed up.
The Wild Colonial Boys from the song.
Yes. So the group changed over time, but it had someone Webber, Walmsley, and Underwood were 3 people that were in the Wild Colonial Boys at some point. So they ranged over country in the Bathurst area. Yass, if you know where that is.
Oh,
this
do
is all
I know
out.
where it is, please? Come on.
All out, kind of like southwest New South Wales.
It's near Wagga. It's all near
East
Wagga.
Illawarra, Cumberland to Wollombi. They ranged a pretty wide area.
Yeah. Australia is a vast and wide land.
It's vast and wide, that's for sure. Yeah. So he had £20 for his apprehension, and in the notes it describes him as 22 years of age, so he's pretty young. 5 foot 4 inches, not a tall boy.
Not a tall boy at all.
Brown freckled complexion, flaxen hair, which I think just means not. It's kind of brown, but like not good brown.
It's a shit brown.
It's a flaxen brown. Blue eyes though.
White dragon.
Scar under his left nostril.
That's a pretty detailed description.
It's a very detailed description. 1st of September 1830, detachment of soldiers and police came up, found the gang in the Bringelly scrub near Campbelltown.
Oh, okay.
So he'd made his way back up towards Sydney by this point. And during that ensuing fight, Donohoe urged the police to come on. Basically, he was like taunting them.
Bring it.
Giving them shit. Insulting and giving them calling them various names, and then a trooper last name Muggleston fired and killed him.
Oh, well,
yeah. So he's dead.
Yeah, well,
he's not alive now. If you're assuming he was going to be alive now,
sorry to the twist we all expected.
Sorry to
and he lived out his days until now.
Yeah,
because he was born. We don't know what year he was born, so he's just 50. Really.
And here he is now. Actually, yeah,
he's on the show.
Nice
this
to see you, Jack.
Is
bold of you to come into our house.
So does it talk about where the boldness comes from?
Well, I'm assuming that the boldness is part of this. He just ran away between the courthouse and Sussex, and then decided he was just going to keep doing shit. Yeah, because it's not like he ran away.
Yeah,
which seems like a pretty standard move if you're about to get killed. You try and hide out, maybe lay low, but instead he made things worse. And then he was also shouting rude shit at the police. Yeah, then he was
saying, "I'll fucking go you."
Yeah. So he seemed pretty ballsy.
I like to think that he was wearing like a yellow suit with a big spotted tie, like a zoot suit with a kind of yellow hat. He was wearing a green mask. I'm thinking of The Mask.
He may have.
I'm thinking of Jim Carrey's The Mask.
I think that was based on him, though, wasn't
it? The Mask in brackets, Bold Jack the musical.
Yeah. I think Bold Jack's catchphrase was, "That's a spicy meatball." So
somebody stop me!
Yeah.
That's how he was taunting the police.
And they're all like, "I don't understand the reference. This seems like a reference from like 180 years in the future. I don't understand what's happening."
And then all the nephews and relatives and that of the policemen are sitting down watching Jim Carrey's The Mask, and on the wall they've got their grandfather's last words saying, "He said it was a spicy meatball," and we don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And they watched Jim Carrey and they just went, "We've got it. We've fucking got it, Granddad."
And then they're like, "Wait, I still don't actually know what it means."
Yeah, the meaning is lost, but I now know the context.
Yeah.
I see me the ball.
But yeah, his courage got him many admirers. Obviously, Bold Jack Donohoe, which is pronounced Donohoe. This article that I've read.
I'm pretty sure it's Donohoe.
No, it's pronounced Donohoe.
It's Donohue.
I think this random article I found about him on the internet would know.
Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Yeah. So he's well known, just as well known as Ben Hall, Ned Kelly.
I've never heard of him.
Well,
you can't say he's well known.
I guess maybe he was. He was probably well known before
Jim Carrey's The Mask came
Ned Kelly or Ben Hall came.
I used to be the most famous bushranger until Ned Kelly.
Yeah, fucking Ned Kelly. But you've heard the Wild Colonial Boys, right?
Yeah, no, I have. See, that's the thing. I've heard of the Wild, but I've only heard of them because of He Who Should Not Be Named's song about them.
Yes.
But that's the only reason. But I don't remember the words to that song. I don't listen to it anymore, obviously.
No.
But that's nice and cryptic for our fans. I'm not saying his name. You have to work it out yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess I knew about him, but I didn't know. I never got to know him. Can you ever really know Bold Jack?
No, he's too bold.
Well, I guess you always know something about him because, like, oh, that's my friend Jack. He's bold. Therefore, you've given a descriptor.
Yeah. He's a bold guy.
Cuban feet.
Don't be surprised if he's bold with you.
I'm having a really good time picturing this bushranger movie where all the lines in the movie are taken from The Mask.
Yeah.
And Cameron Diaz is in it, obviously.
Obviously.
Right. Pretty abrupt end for a bushranger too. Usually, like, I know they usually have shootouts, but usually there's a bit more to it. And I guess there was something to it.
Yeah.
I also like to think it was like a 6-hour coaxing and being like, come on, do it.
Yeah.
Fuck, you won't. You're a cat. And then...
You're a right dick.
Oh, he did it. He fucking did it. I can't believe he did it.
Oh my God, he shot me. Fuck.
I didn't think this through. Jesus Christ. I was being too bold.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I have been shy, Jack, like my dad always wanted me to be?
I finally understand the secret to life is subtlety.
Please, on my gravestone, write subtle Jack.
No.
No, he's too bold. Oh, well, good on him, though. How's his beard?
The one picture I saw of him was a drawing of his dead body laid out on the table. He didn't have a beard at all in that. So he died beardless, from what I understand.
Beardless like he was born.
Yeah. I don't... I'm just going to
type in Bold Jack and see what that brings up.
Yeah, I assume this is probably only going to bring up pictures of this particular person. Yeah, from what... Oh, no, here's a picture that has a beard on it, but...
We talking like...
No, that's definitely not actually
that's
him.
not him.
I don't think he had a beard at all.
No beard.
He goes to the bottom.
Bottom of the list. He's down there with... I think he's down there with Dan Kelly or something. One of those boys is down there without much of a beard.
Yeah. No, this other picture, I've just found like an actual picture of him from that time. Yeah, he doesn't have a beard.
Beardless.
Not even a mustache.
Not even the courtesy of a fucking... What about sideburns? You got sideburns?
I don't know if you call them sideburns.
The nerve of it. He was bloody bold. No fucking facial hair.
Didn't brush his hair either for this photo.
Well, you better comb your hair before you get your mugshot.
That's Bold Jack though for you.
That's classic Bold Jack.
Yeah.
If you, Tim, would like to have a luscious beard, I would recommend Bushranger's Brew.
Oh, what a seamless transition. Yeah.
That was pretty good, I would say, for myself. And then when we draw attention to it, we'll edit this out.
No. This won't be it.
To get the boldest beard... you want to have Bushranger's Brew. You want to get that wash in there. You want to lather it up. But not lather it because it doesn't lather because it's natural. But you want to get it in there.
Well, yeah. The shampoo is going to give it the boldness.
Yeah. And then for that shine, you whack on a bit of the oil.
Yeah.
Go out for a day. Have a laugh. And then, 1-2 days go by and you go, I just need a little bit of a zhuzh up. Zhuzh up. Get that balm. Slap it in there.
The subtlety.
Whack it on.
Of the balm, yeah.
And everyone goes, Leon's beard... Tim's beard, Bold Jack's beard.
Yeah.
Never a day does it not look shiny and bold.
Yeah.
That's what you... Sorry.
That's...
Why'd you leave... It just left some silence.
That's a conversation.
Well, yes, but I've just went to show...
It's a good product. Is that what you want me to say? It's a good product.
I endorse this product.
I like it.
I use it with my Casper mattress. If you want to wash your Casper mattress... Bunyip dreaming. And
if that's why you're cooking your Blue Apron meals as well. Blue Apron and Casper. I actually would like a new mattress, so if you are listening, that'd be sick.
We'd be living the life if we had a mattress, some food, and some beard wash.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
And if you feel like you want a bit of extra spice to your Blue Apron meal, whack in some Rum Rebellion, and that'll really get you going.
Yeah, if by spice you mean you would like to throw up immediately after, because I presume it's natural ingredients, but
I've never eaten.
I don't know how edible they are.
I was going to say I've never eaten it, but I've surely had some in my mouth.
It goes near your mouth, so it'd have to be non-toxic, right?
I do remember back in the day reading Joel's description of using it, and it was like, don't get it in your eyes, and I think basically also don't get it on your dick because it'll burn.
That's good marketing. Good marketing.
You looked at me just then as if you're like, that explains a lot.
That's what that is. Yeah.
I've been thinking about changing scents.
Oh, okay.
Thinking of a bit of a shake-up in the Bushrangers brew world.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what though. I've got to sniff yours. Not your beard, your scents. Can you just put your beard over here? It's easy because I'm sitting on Tim's lap, so I'm just turning around and nuzzling in. Maybe I'll get some Bunyip's Dreaming or some Rum Rebellion. I can't remember which one I liked from the
They're
past.
all good.
Every option is good. Mystics is where
Put them all in a bowl and mix them together.
Don't do that. If you do that, you might create some kind of bold scent. If you want your own chance to create a bold scent with stuff from Bushrangers Brew, go to www.bushrangersbrew.com that's the website, .com. And then coupon code is YEAHGDAY, YEAHGDAY, all caps, for 25% off your order.
25%.
We've done that what are we at, 65?
It's a bold saving.
Is that, no, it's not 11. That's 12. We've done it 13 times. We've done that ad.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that was the smoothest.
What a delightfully. The exit's not as good.
No.
I would put it down to me.
The follow through.
Yeah. I'd put it down to me.
Tim, what's that sound?
I don't know. What is it?
It's a Harold Holt watch. That was seamless. We have got that one has actually gotten better.
Yeah.
Over time.
Yeah.
Tim, I have a Harold Holt watch here for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to share it with you.
Go ahead and read it off that piece of paper.
Oh, I'll be reading it from this bit of paper right here.
Read it word for word, please.
Every word that has been written by someone. Here we go. Dear Tim and Leon, my name is Rick, and I live in Western Australia.
Okay.
Recently, I needed to move a large amount of furniture from my home to my new bungalow that I have bought on the coast of Western Australia.
Okay.
Is that a thing? I've assumed that if he's saying it, obviously he can do it.
I mean, they're people. They live in a civilization over there. So
no, I mean the bungalow thing is that a common occurrence in Western Australia?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Well, Rick told us it is, so obviously it is. Anyway,
yeah.
I've had to hire some movers to help me with the job.
Yep.
My friends recommended using Man with a Van.
Ah.
I hired Man with a Van for their good rates and their good reviews online. And when they turned up on the day, half an hour earlier than expected,
Okay.
I felt like I recognized the man who stayed in the truck.
In a truck. So it wasn't a van.
Well, no, Man with a Van has a van. I know this because not because I've used them today or anything. But they have vans, trucks, bigger trucks, and even bigger trucks.
Yeah, right.
But the man who stayed in the truck looked like an older gentleman.
Okay.
And so I think that's why he wasn't doing the work.
Yeah, right. They employed somebody older.
Yeah, to do the driving. Yeah.
To do the driving, yeah.
The move took about 2 hours, and the man stayed in the truck the whole time.
Okay.
So I didn't get a good view of his face due to the tint of the window.
Tinted windows. Yep, that figures out, yep.
As they went to drive away, one of the movers tapped the back of the truck and said, "Right to go, Harry."
Oh, Harry.
And as they drove off, I put 2 and 2 together. I think that driver was Harold Holt himself.
Well observed, Rick. Well observed.
Anyway, thought I should just keep you up to date with that. Hope you enjoy the rest of your long weekend with the Melbourne Cup coming up. Can't wait for the tour to Western Australia. Cheers, Rick.
Well done, Rick. Cheers, mate.
Bit long-winded there, Rick. I would have condensed it.
He definitely took a while to get to the crux of the story.
It felt like, some would say that it felt like every time that we had to stop to talk about what he'd written, it's almost like his writing was forgotten from what had just been written. He kind of started.
It's the kind of letter you shouldn't interrupt because the person's concentrating on the letter.
It seemed improvisational. The letter was written improvisationally, I would say.
Yeah, right.
But if it was improvisational, I would highly commend the skills of the improviser themselves in that scenario. But it's not. If it was,
yeah, it was all right, I guess.
Tim, that's a likely. That's a likely scenario, I would say.
Yeah.
I just by coincidence used Man with a Van with a truck today.
Yeah, right.
And the boys did get out of it. Both of them got out of the truck, but I can see that if one stayed in the truck, you might not catch their face fully.
Yeah. So they have a van, but then they have a truck and a bigger truck and a bigger truck and a bigger truck. So really they should be men with a van and some bigger trucks.
Well, it should also be men because a lot of the time you got to hire two. So it should be men with van and trucks.
Yeah.
Treks.
Men with one van and a lot of bigger trucks.
Men with van sounds like the Swedish version.
Yeah.
Vi har men with van.
Yeah, that's what they are.
That was what I found confusing as well. I was like, I need a man with a van, but I also need a truck. And they're like, we have trucks. And I'm like, what the fuck are you called man with a van?
This doesn't make sense.
It's rhyming.
Yeah.
Also, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Okay. Tim, the house is empty because I am moving.
There's still a fair bit of stuff here.
In this specific room, yes.
Well,
we haven't changed this
even
one.
upstairs, there's still a fair bit.
Yeah, but it's not
your
my
bedroom
stuff.
is, yeah.
Our stuff's... anyway. Today, I wanted to share with our audience the story that I shared with you before, is that Elise and I met our new neighbour.
Ah, yeah.
And I can, without any hesitation, guarantee that she will be a large feature of the podcast going forward.
Fantastic.
Because you will also see her once in a while when you stop by for a visit.
Because I'll do that.
But
I'm known to do that.
We met her today. She is an old Italian lady.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to release her name on here, so we'll call her Santa Lucia. Because that's the best option.
Saint Lucia.
That's a callback to my dad. If you're listening, Tony, Santa Lucia. It's because he used to...
It's a digital radio, Tony.
Digital radio. To keep going down the path of that story, Dad used to have an old Italian lady that he used to drive around for community transport. And rather than swear, she used to go, Santa Lucia.
Okay. Yeah.
And Dad would do it too. Anyway, so we're going to call my neighbour Santa Lucia.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to release Francis's name.
Yeah.
On the podcast.
Ah.
Anyway.
Awkward.
I've never really known neighbours. When we lived in Norton Street, there was the Maury Murray discussion of what that guy's name was. Kylie.
It was one of those two.
It was Maury or Murray. I think it was Actually, no, I think it was Murray. I can't remember. Kylie has an American accent, don't you, Kylie? So she said Maury and Maury were the same.
Yeah. They're two different names. Pronounce them differently.
Anyway, so we had that neighbour. I got to know him a little bit. And we had the girls in the front house there, which we got to know well enough considering Matt married George.
Yeah.
But I've never really known neighbours. But now I'm living in an apartment building, and we had Nev at Great Western Highway, but he's basically the reason we had to leave. Bastard.
Yeah.
So I feel like in this apartment building, we're going to get to know neighbours. I spoke to someone the other day. I'm turning into my father. 2 reasons why. The other day I yawned and went, ooh, ah. And the second reason is because a guy came out down the driveway and he went, how you going? I was like, oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, good on you. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah, no, cheers. And he was, we started talking about the bins and I was like, I don't give a shit about your bins. Oh, what day is it today? Yeah. Wednesday. Oh, it's not Thursday. No, put your bins out anyway. Oh, yeah.
Hang on, sir. Did you come over here to talk about bins? That's what you spent your time coming over here to talk about bins.
You saw me in the driveway and went, better go talk to that guy about bins.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Santa Lucia, she came out and she is just the sweetest old lady.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'm all about her. Good handshake from her.
Yeah.
Her car sits next to ours and everything. We share the way with each other.
Yeah.
And her thing that she kept saying was that it's so nice to have people here because it's been so quiet, too quiet.
Too quiet.
So I expect to have her over a lot for tea.
Yeah. Turn up the music. If it's been too quiet.
Well, we played wasn't too loud. We were playing Auntie Donna today, which is full of swears, and I was like, well, she's probably not into this. Probably not into this.
She might be.
We're going to Auntie Donna tonight. Anyway, we got our stickers from Rad Stickers.
Yeah.
An Australian company. They look, if pardon my French, rad.
Yeah.
Radical, to quote Tim.
Radical, yeah.
They're very cool. They're G'daymite. So Angus designed the G'daymite on that thing, and then we pulled it out separately for a sticker. Sent it to those guys. Scott Triffle it was a team effort. Scott Triffle recommended Rad Stickers.
Nice.
Spoke to Rad Stickers.
Nice.
They were nice people. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Right. Oh yeah. True. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking dick. Anyway, we have all these stickers. We have 50 stickers. We're going to give one to every patron.
Yep.
No matter what level. Don't care who you are, where you're from, because it isn't possible without them. We used all that money for the design and for the stickers. Took a little bit extra for ourselves, you know. Tim needed a new pair of shoes.
Yeah,
some $50 shoes.
I didn't spend it on shoes, so I spent it on Uber Eats, I believe.
$50 to get you all right shoes. So then we'll also sell them. But I've got to work out how the hell you do that. How do you exchange goods and services for stickers? I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
How do you save money for our goods? Anyway, so that's all happening. This is officially the last time Tim and I will be recording in this house.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal for us, but not for you because you don't fucking know us. You don't know me.
Yeah. Is it a big deal?
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
We've changed. This is so we when we started, we used to go to your house and record. Once we recorded at Mum and Dad's for some reason.
Yeah.
But we used to always record at your house, and we'd have our chicken and everything.
Yeah.
Which I had some red rooster today, so just old times.
Yeah, good on you.
Fuck you. Then we came here and recorded in the same house. And now we're moving, and we will kind of be in the same house again for a little bit, but then things will change. But it's just it'll be different.
That's the thing about life, folks. It's always changing. You never know what's going to happen. The wind blows, dogs bark, cheese can be bought from most supermarkets.
A dog calls out in the night.
Yeah.
A cat cries out in the night.
I'll be starting a podcast where I spend 30 minutes just stating facts, like the 3 you've heard previously.
I'd listen to that.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
Yeah, wait, shit. No one take that.
Copyright.
As Santa Lucia always says about life, that's a spicy meatball.
Yeah, she does say that.
I think that's everything. Probably.
Yeah, that's the whole.
That's all I can bloody think of. As always, go follow all our stuff and do all the things. As always, thanks to Teylor Smirl for our wonderful cover art.
Yep, and Curtis Fernance. Cheers, bud, for the introduction, and the Harold Holt music. Just like to say, outroduction was something I invented. If you heard it on any other podcast recently, which I know some people may have,
Justin
McElroy. I said it. I said it first. Listen to our back catalogue.
For you.
Listen to our back catalogue. I said it.
For all of you who don't listen to Sawbones, Justin McElroy has tried to coin the term outroduction in an episode, and we're going for him.
Tommy, if you're listening to this, can you please tell Justin that I said it first?
Screw Tommy out of the equation. I'm going straight to the top. I'm going to Justin himself.
Anyway, yes.
Also, Curtis, as Tim, we'll just enjoy your high school reunion tonight, boys. Have a good one.
Yeah,
keep it breezy.
Neither of us are going to it, from what I understand.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm going.
10 years out of high school. Jesus Christ.
What have you done?
What have I done?
Sitting in a basement.
Good question. I plan on spending most of the night thinking about what I've done.
Oh God,
so that should be depressing. Let's wrap it up.
So we can get out of here. Good stuff. As always, g'day, Tim.
Yeah, g'day, Leon.
Yeah, g'day, everyone.
Yeah, g'day, everyone. Catches on the flippity flop.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to auscastnetwork.com for details.